everybody, it's Will here. Sorry it's been a while since I've made a video here. Just been busy with a lot of things, and I do apologize if I'm feeling a little bit congested right now. Sort of getting over something. To be honest, I don't know if I just caught something like a cold or something. I know something's kind of going on around here in California, or I just haven't been getting enough sleep and my body and my immune system kind of plummeted from there. So sort of kind of bouncing back from that. Again, I do apologize if I do sound congested right now. Normally I would just take the time to just recover and stuff. But at the same time, I haven't really been writing. I haven't been writing as much as I want to. I've been busy with work and stuff, and again, recovering from this uh, cold or illness or whatever. It's mostly, again, I'm just congested, and I did have a sore throat for a while, but I'm feeling okay, and just kind of the lack of energy and whatnot. But yeah, but I'm kind of pushing through right now, trying to get to writing. Right now it's about 5 o'clock p.m. I know that's kind of late for me when it comes to writing. I usually like to start off my writing in the morning time, but I just kind of wanted to get to the gym. Hadn't worked out in a while here. Got a good sweat going, and then watched the Giants beat the Texans here. Let's see, oh, you can't see my hand right here. See, there you go. Sorry, not the Texans. Sorry about that. Not the Texans. That's football. I watched the Giants beat the Texas Rangers there. So 3-2. It was a good game there. So yeah, pretty much got a walk-off homer in the bottom of the ninth, which is great. Yeah. So now that's done. I'm ready to write here, and yeah. I don't know how many words I'm gonna write today, especially that's late. 1,000 is usually like the max I do. Maybe I try and shoot for more, 2,000. 2,000 is already kind of crazy enough, maybe, or yeah, or maybe 3,000. Who knows? Really want to make up for some time I really lost. I know it might not sound like it right now, but I do feel like extra motivated to get some work done. I did get 1,000 words done last night, which is really great for me. I always feel like if I get 1,000 words done, I always feel like that's a really good day of writing for me there. So hopefully I could get 1,000 words done. If I could get 2,000, that would be awesome. So yes, so gotta get some writing done here. I don't know why I do finger guns here, but yes, I'm gonna get some writing done here. Alright, y'all, it's almost 8 o'clock right now, actually. So I've been writing for the better part of 3 hours here. I'm really proud of myself. I actually got 1,363 words here. I believe that's pretty much the most I've ever written in one sitting. The first 1,000 words I've continued from where I left off. Kind of give you a little idea of where I'm at. I'm just kind of setting the scene here. I lean more towards being a discovery writer or being a pantser here, so I kind of am just writing and seeing where the scene takes me. And for me, because I'm a discovery writer, I just tend to have like 1-2 paragraphs of just info dumping, just kind of seeing how the world is, what's going on, maybe some history and lore behind that, just to kind of set the scene there. And as of right now, this is my first draft. I'm totally okay with that. I'm just gonna continue doing that. Very important to reach the word count number for me at this moment. And then later on during the revisions, gonna kind of dissect the project and then take pieces here and there out. First 1,000 words was just kind of continuing on where I left off, setting the scene of where I'm at, and then the next 300 words were actually a kind of a different part in the series, kind of skipping ahead into what I believe will be about the second book. Pretty much here I'm kind of setting the scene for a wedding. This part was inspired when I was reading the third book of in a Song of Ice and Fire. Yeah. So the third book in A Song of Ice and Fire is A Storm of Swords. This series is pretty much what Game of Thrones is based off of, and I must say, like, when if ever I feel like I have like a creative block or a writer's block, definitely going into like reading someone else's book definitely kind of helps overcome that writer's block. So yeah, so this definitely gave me some inspiration onto to writing this scene here, and it was something I knew I was gonna incorporate later on, but this kind of gave me an idea of what to write and how to introduce some characters later on here. So yeah, so I really did I I wrote yeah, so about 360 words was focused on this like separate scene that was gonna be later on in the series here. So normally, like I said earlier, 1,000 words is kind of really where I kind of like teeter off here, because I know I usually have busy days, working a 9 to 5 job, long commutes. I really don't have much time during the weekdays to write. I plan to use the weekends to do a majority of my writing. I do want to get those big writing sessions out. Um, I can write little sentences here and there, but I really feel like I'm not accomplishing much. For me, mentally speaking, just like writing a couple hundred words, I feel like I'm not going anywhere. If I write like 1,000 words, I feel like I'm going somewhere. And I do know that, just writing here and there is better than nothing. I do understand that. I think just for me, it kind of comes to a point where, like, I need to take some kind of big steps to get my writing. And one of those steps is getting the, getting the word count up. So, yeah, I know. It's just kind of like a lot of mental things, mental blocks going on here. So yeah. Oh, and I also forgot to mention while I was watching the Giants game, I was writing in my like notebook just ideas about how this wedding scene is gonna go. Kind of the story arc of my main protagonist. I'm calling her Allie. Her story arc with the second book. I'm gonna have a lot of the point of views in this series here. Um, Again, most likely this was probably inspired by uh, Game of Thrones, A Song of Ice and Fire. Yeah, so that was kind of definitely one of the things I was kind of like struggling is like my main character, my main male character, excuse me here. Um, I pretty much have his story arc kind of figured out for the whole series. It's some of the other characters I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. So again, that's gonna be one of my challenges with this series is just kind of not only developing all these story arcs and stuff, but also kind of balancing them out too, and making sure they all kind of fit the plot here. So yeah, even though I wish I could have written more, like it would have been great to write 2,000 words. Coming off being like a little sick and congested, I'm taking this as a win here. So uh, 1,300 words here, specifically 1,363 words. It's good in my book here, and then yeah, hopefully I could get over this congestion or whatever my body's going through, get more rest, and then I could hopefully get some more writing, and more importantly, well, maybe not more importantly, I could get some more videos out here too. So anyways, y'all, hopefully hopefully the next time I see you I'll be a lot better here. Anyways, happy writing, take care everybody, peace.